Is it over? Hi, Dean Jenkins with followmetrades.com. And by it, of course, I mean the market correction. And the big question is it over? And the answer is no. No, it's not. And it's not that I am to quote the late Mr. Limbaugh, I am not a nattering nabob of negativity. I'm a technical analyst and a trader. And I don't rely on financial headlines. I don't rely on gut instinct. I don't rely on tea leaves or Ouija boards. I use technical, objective analysis of the charts. And by definition, the downtrend is not over. And we are in a downtrend. We are in a correction. That's no surprise. And, of course, the question is it over? But if you look, from the beginning of April, we've had a series of low, lower, high, low, lower, high, low, lower, high, low. No surprise. In order for it to be over, we have to get above this high right here, which is at about, on the SPY, about 430. That's about 8% away from current price. So we had, last week, pretty good drop. And then, on Friday, the market gapped up, and there was a lot of headlines talking about the relief rally and, all this stuff. It was up. It was a good day if you're long. But we have to get above this important resistance level in order for this to be over. And we're a long way from it, 8% away from it. So, no, it's not over. And we're still in the correction. And we've been talking about this for a fair amount of time. And it's not an apocalypse. It's not the end of civilization. And it's a normal part of overall market cycles. I'm scaling out here, and you can see we had projected, from the pandemic lows to the highs, what the correction zone was. It was between these blue lines with a center point at this green line. We made it into here. We projected this a month ago. And that's, again, not to be apocalyptic or negative or anything like that. It's just normal market cycles and following the technical analysis, following the trend. So could it be over in the future? Sure it could. If we, put in a series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, the trend changes, it goes above this really important level that I pointed out, about 430 on the SPY, well, then it would be over. So what's coming up this week? I don't think we're going to have the answer this week. We could see some hints of things to come. I'll scale back in a little bit. Monday, May 16th, I expect absolutely nothing to happen in the market because Tuesday we have a lot of really big, important information coming out. So Monday is probably going to be a narrow range, sideways, nothing burger. Tuesday is going to be a super big day in the market. And look forward to that. We're going to have our Real Traders Club live session. We're going to be monitoring it. We're going to be looking for trades. And by the way, speaking of trades, we've been trading this down. We've been short in our stock pick service. And we've made some really nice profits on the markets going down based on this objective analysis. It's been kind of fun. So this week, what's coming up? Well, a couple things. Retail. It's all about retail this week. We've got earnings coming up on some big retail players. We've got Home Depot, Target, and Walmart. Some of the biggest retail companies on the planet are going to be reporting. Home Depot Tuesday before the open. Walmart Tuesday before the open. And then Wednesday, Target before the open. And in addition to the earnings reports coming out Tuesday and Wednesday, we've got economic reports. On Tuesday, core retail sales, which is X cars, and then overall retail sales. If those are not looking good, look out, because the big R word, recession. Right? We've had one quarter already of negative GDP. If retail is not good, 2/3 of the U.S. economy. Big R. And later that day, after the retail sales reports come out, Mr. Powell takes the mic, and his comments will move the market. This is Forex Factory, their calendar of economic reports and activity. And these red symbols here indicate potential market moving events. Core retail sales, Mr. Powell taking the mic. Those could have so Tuesday is going to be a big day, and it could be exciting. And speaking of Mr. Powell, several commentators, I think correctly, have said, after the last FOMC meeting where they announced the 50 basis point rate hike, he really made an unforced error by saying, we will not do 75 basis point hikes. So he kind of boxed himself into a corner, so that in the future, if he needs to, he either has to, break the promise, I guess you would say, of what he said, to do the right thing, or be bound by it, not do the right thing. Because if it's needed, you just want to use whatever tools are available. But we'll see. We'll see what he says, see how the market reacts. But Tuesday is going to be a big day. Monday is going to be nothing. And then after that, there's going to be some follow through. So it'll be super interesting. But meanwhile, we're in this downtrend. It has not changed. And the S&P 500 is, definitely in correction zone, down 15% for the year. It's in the correction zone that we predicted. And I think the likelihood is more lows, and that's not negative. It's normal, right? It's normal. But we'll see how retail comes in. If they're strong, we could then get through this level and be heading back up, and we'll go long. We'll just trade realities. But what do you think the odds of retail coming in strong in the face of inflation and supply chain and this and that and this and that? Just if you're a betting person, the odds are there will be weakness in retail. Now, we're not going to trade based on that. We're going to trade on what actually happens, and there will be time. And, if it heads down, we'll take some more shorts and get some more profit. If they're strong, it'll head up, and then we'll eventually start going long. We'll just trade realities. But that's where we stand. That's what's coming up, and it's never dull. So stay tuned, and we'll provide updates as it plays out. All right. Thanks.